ஒரு 40 ஆஃபீஸஸ் இருக்கிறோம், 40 பேர் 40 டிஸ்ட்ரிக்ட் போகிறோம், இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷனோட கொலாபரேட் பண்ணி அந்தந்த ஏரியாவில் எந்த இன்ஸ்டியூட் பண்ணால் அதுக்கு வந்து சார் சென்டர் ஃபார் ரிசர்ச் மேடம் ஹஸ் கம் ஃபார்வர்ட் டு ஹேவ் கொலாபரேஷன்.
நீங்க வந்து என்ன சொல்றீங்க ஸ்டூடண்ட்ஸ்க்கு அதுதான் வேத மந்திரம். ஸ்டூடண்ட்ஸ் ரிசர்ச்சர்ஸ் அது போல பிசி
வர்க் தியரி and field application இன்டகிரேட் பண்ணி will take up this research. இப்போ இங்கேருந்து எங்கே கிடைச்சாங்கன்னா அந்தந்த டிஸ்ட்ரிக்டில் சம் ஆஃப் தி ப்ரொஃபஸர் கேன் பி கிவன் நோடல் ஆஃபீஸர் இருக்குது, தே கேன் டேக் கேர் ஆஃப் தி.
இப்போ இவங்க ரிசர்ச்சுக்கு பேப்பர் எடுத்தாங்கன்னா டிஸ்ட்ரிக்டோட கம்பைன் பண்ணீங்கன்னா டேட்டா கேன் பி செப்பரேட் பை தே கேன் கோஆர்டினேட் வித் கலெக்டர்ஸ். ரிசர்ச்சுக்கு உண்டான ஃபண்டு எவ்ரிதிங். இப்போ ஜல்ஜீவன்ல பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இத்தனை இன்டர்வென்ஷன் 5 இன்டர்வென்ஷன்ல இவ்வளோ ஸ்ட்ரக்சர்ஸ் போடணும்னா உங்கள் மேப்பை ஸ்டடி பண்ணி தட் இட் செல்ஃப் கேன் பி ரிசர்ச் பேப்பர்.
எஸ்
appointed and next week and along with the environment aspect they can
நம்ம இங்கே கூட ஒரு ட்ரைனிங் ஆர்கனைஸ் பண்ணிருக்காங்க.
அவங்க வந்து இப்போ தான் நாங்கள் தான் அண்ணா யூனிவர்சிட்டி தான் 3 weeks ட்ரைனிங் கொடுத்துட்டு இப்போ நெக்ஸ்ட் வீக்லேருந்து அவங்க they are going to report to collector.
அதில் கூட நாங்கள்
கூட கோஆர்டினேட் பண்ண it will be easy. அவங்க க்ரீன் ஆஸ்பெக்ட்ஸில் போகிறாங்க. திஸ் இஸ் ஆல்சோ க்ரீன் ஆஸ்பெக்ட்.
ஆல்மோஸ்ட் பக்கா க்ரீன். ஏர் வாட்டர் சொல்ற மாதிரி ஏர் வாட்டர் லேண்ட்.
அதனால யூ கேன் கிவ் ட்ரைனிங் டு தோஸ் பீப்புள். அங்கே வந்து கிளைமேட் ஸ்டுடியோ எங்களோட என்வரான்மெண்ட் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் எல்லாம் பண்ணாங்க.
சார் உங்கள் ட்ரைனிங் ஷெட்யூல் இருக்குன்னா அதில் இன்டகிரேட் பண்ணிக்கலாம். இன்ஸ்டெட் ஆர்கனைசிங் செப்பரேட்.
Distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning. It gives me great pleasure to extend to you all a very warm welcome on behalf of Center for Research, Anna University, Chennai, and Central Groundwater Board, Southeastern Coastal Region, Ministry of Jal Shakti, Government of India, for the training program on research options in sustainability of groundwater sources. I humbly request everyone to raise for Tamil Thai Varthu.
நீராரும் கடலொடுத்த நிலமடந்த கெழிலொழுகும் சீராரும் வதனமென திகழ்பரத கண்டமிதில் தெக்கணமும் அது சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறனுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறம் வியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to welcome Thiru M. Sivakumar sir, Regional Director, Central Groundwater Board, to deliver the welcome address.
Good morning to all. Respected Vice Chancellor, Anna University, Dr. R. Velraj sir. Respected Ma'am Srimati S. Malaruli IAS, Additional Secretary, Water Resources Department, Government of India, Tamil Nadu. Respected Director, Center for Research, Anna University, Dr. C. Umarani Ma'am. And my dear colleagues from Central Groundwater Board and Anna University, and dear most trainees and students fraternity. I welcome you all for this training program on research opportunities in sustainable groundwater sources. So this training, as ma'am said, this training is the need of ours. Why it is need of ours? For anything, we need to sustain. Either water or work pressure or financial pressure, then we need to sustain. To sustain things, we need to augment. To have a financial sound, to have a very good life in our entire life period. So you need to sustain the same style of living, you need the resource. So augmenting resource, either water or the other things, you need a proper planning. Yes, sustaining is a magic. Unless otherwise you control your anguish and thirst and manage your demand, you cannot achieve it. We'll take a known fact. We know that during 70s, our villages are with the duck wells, very shallow duck wells, maybe 10, 15 feet or maximum 30 feet. Beyond that, we might have not seen any duck well, and we used to take water every day by hand, pulley, bucket, kairu potti iluthutom. But now, have anybody has seen the villages or a town? People are taking water from the wells. It's not there because wells are not having water. If at all wells are there, we are not using it. So we have gone to the well, duckum, bore well, and deep, shallow deep well, and deep well, and deeper most well. It means we have extracted the resources. What the sustainable principle says, you consume the resources without affecting the resource which is required for the future generation. So now we are here to formulate the strategies how a plan can be formulated, depends on the stress condition of the water, and how the water resource can be sustained forever. So it is a multi-layered program. To start with the program, we need to have a capacity building, understanding the concept. So this is the one of the kind of the training where the people who work in the field and the people who taught the techniques, people who designed the concept and theorems, professors and our gurus, we combine together, we make a working plan to be implemented at the field level, where the sustainability can be taught to the people and implemented by the administrators. As I have displayed in the hall, we have the multiple activities which is concerned about the groundwater and how the groundwater resource can be estimated, how the resource can be withdrawn, how it can be distributed for the drinking, agriculture, industries, and how far this can be regulated. This everything we are doing, as ma'am said, it has to go to the all the level, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 level, so that the research done at the CGWB, research done at the university level has to go to the people who really consume the resource, develop the resource, or extract the resources. So we have many things to talk during the technical session. I am not going to touch that technicality, what our department is doing, what the university is doing. But briefing the need of this sustainability, I welcome the wholeheartedly who have come from the different department, different universities, who shows the interest to change the mindset of the people and change the consumer of the resources and put their effort in a right way, in a right perspective to make our India more successful in water also, as how we have succeeded yesterday, Chandrayaan 3. So like that mission Chandrayaan 3 successful, then Mission Blue. Mission Blue, water sustainability also, we need to sustain for that. I extend my warm welcome to all of you. We joined hand with us and let us progress for the sustainability of the water resources. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I now request Thiru M. Sivakumar, sir, Regional Director, Central Groundwater Board, to present a bouquet to our Vice Chancellor, sir, Dr. R. Veelraj, sir, Anna University. Thank you, sir. I request Dr. C. Umarani, ma'am, Director, Center for Research, Anna University, to present a bouquet to our Chief Guest, Srimati S. Malarviri IAS, madam. Thank you, ma'am. Aaron Rose once said, "In the right time, at the right light, everything becomes extraordinary." Let's kickstart our event by lighting the lamp. Now, I request all the dignitaries on the dais to come forward for lighting the Kuttuvilakku. Thank you, dignitaries. I kindly call upon Dr. C. Umarani, madam, Director, Center for Research, Anna University, to say a few words about the program.
Good morning. So I join with Thiru M. Shivakumar, Regional Director, Central Groundwater Board, Chennai, in welcoming respected Additional Secretary, Water Resources Department, Government of Tamil Nadu, Srimati S. Malarviri, Madam, IAS, respected Vice Chancellor, Dr. Veelraj, and eminent speakers from Central Groundwater Board and also from our own Anna University, and professors from Civil Department and other departments, and participants who are participating in the inaugural function of this very important event. So we depend on groundwater to a great extent for all our domestic use and also for the agricultural use. Rate of drawing the groundwater is increasing year by year, and the quality of water is declining due to throwing of waste on the Mother Earth. So if the groundwater quality is allowed to degrade, and if the drawing of groundwater is to be permitted at the current rate, we may face even threat to existence of life on earth. So we hear stories that animals move out of forest during summer in search of drinking water. We come across stories where groundwater availability is getting lowered year by year. So the reasons may be increasing urbanization, conversion of fertile lands into residential areas, industrialization, etc. So we are here to understand the severity of the problem and to find out the solutions to preserve agriculture and for a healthy life of all species on our Mother Earth. So in our 41st Research Board meeting in Anna University, under the chairmanship of our Vice Chancellor, so it has been decided to form research groups to promote research ideas in different domains, in which Anna University has been working with Anna University as lead and all affiliated institutions as working partners. So Anna University is willing to share the facilities and expertise to promote research through the state. So just now I got a message from our HOD Mining and Geology, Dr. Subramaniam, that we have got sophisticated equipment costing more than 1 lakh. Many equipments are available in this particular area, which we say that the facility can be shared. It can be used by the research scholars for the research promotion of our nation. So this is a great initiative to promote the exchange of ideas, to explore and identify more research problems and state-of-art research, not only at Anna University, but also throughout the state. So that's why we have invited faculty from all other affiliated institutions also. So this interaction with Central Groundwater Board and research centers of Anna University and participants from other organizations will help in consolidation of research groups in groundwater sustainability. So in the near future, activation of research groups in other areas are also expected to happen. So this program on research options and sustainability of groundwater resources is a program to share the knowledge, and it will benefit researchers in water resources. So we have a very good center, which is very old, Center for Water Resources, Center for Environmental Studies. So scholars from environmental engineering, geology, remote sensing, data science, and also instrumentation. So we hope the interaction with Central Groundwater Board and many research organizations would be taken up to the next level. So in this program, so the lectures include activities of CGWB, the Central Groundwater Board, and outcome of National Aquifer Mapping. So it is delivered by Dr. Sendil Kumar, who is scientist from CGWRB. Groundwater scenario of Tamil Nadu State and source sustainability by the Regional Director, CGWB, Dr. Sivakumar, and groundwater quality and its role in aquifer information system by Dr. Ravichandran, scientist from CGWB, and our Professor T. Subramani, who is also the top 2% scientist awarded by Stanford, and our Vice Chancellor also is a top 2% scientist from Stanford. And so Subramani will be delivering lecture on sustainable groundwater development, research opportunities and challenges. We have one more lecture which is given by the Senior Joint Commissioner Jnana Sundar, which is research opportunities under National Hydrology Project. So you have a number of lectures which will be delivered in this one-day program. I request all the participants to have active interaction so that everyone will be benefited. So just now, when our Additional Secretary entered, I can see the enthusiasm, how she is working. So I request our Additional Secretary, who is actually, it seems to be, she is a very great nature lover, I request her to scale up the research in this area by interesting, challenging problems faced by the Water Resources Department in the state, to enable Anna University to convert it into research problems and involve experienced faculty, young, enthusiastic, intelligent researchers to provide solutions. I request you, Madam, to give all the problems, whatever challenges you have in groundwater sustainability, the problems can be given to Anna University because we have many faculty, experienced faculty and very good facility. So we join with CGWB also, and we'll do the society relevant problems to be solved. Will definitely help in promotion of research at the state level and also at the national level. I request Madam to provide opportunity for us to go further. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. We feel honored to have with us today our Vice Chancellor of Anna University, Dr. R. Velraj, sir. I kindly request our VC, sir, to deliver the presidential address.
Very good morning to one and all. Respected Chief Guest of this inaugural function, Srimati Malarvali Madam, Additional Secretary to Government of Tamil Nadu, Thiru Sivakumar, Regional Director, Central Groundwater Board, Dr. Uma Rani, Director Research, and all faculty members and directors from various centers of Anna University, researchers and engineers from various organizations. I am very happy to share some of my thoughts on this wonderful subject on research options in sustainability of groundwater sources. So, it's a very important topic, need to be discussed in a forum. Lot of exchange of ideas are required. Definitely, it's an important area to be discussed. So first I would like to thank Central Groundwater Board to start this wonderful one-day program to create very good awareness about this requirement to our researchers. First, any topic, you should know the scenario. What is the scenario? Why that research is required? Normally, as a research scholars, most of you, any research topic, if you start, you will start with a literature survey. But if the literature survey is not done perfectly, then your research objectives will not be a correct question. So you need to make the survey very clearly. Like this here, you need to understand the scenario, where you want to work, because it's a research options. So during this one-day session, experts are going to tell lot of information to the research scholars. So your presence here should identify the right problem. As our Director Research also pointed out, lot of challenges will be there. It is not very easy to get the correct challenges on your own. Only from the experts with their lot of experience, when they share some of the ideas, you will get the correct problem for your work. So the nation, we all know that it is a lot of problem. 40% of our Indian citizens depend on groundwater. But we are polluting this to the maximum extent. Many of you should know what kind of problem if we start consuming this groundwater. This groundwater, for your information, even I lived in the very good area of Besant Nagar. That area in my house, I am in the ground floor, the terrace, the people who lived in the first floor, they used some kind of dyeing for the last 10 years in the same ground, in the same house. That polluted the ground to the maximum extent. What happened now, the adjacent house and their own house, the child was born with a handicap. This is because of that pollution. The brain problem, they have some problem in the brain because of groundwater consumption only. So we do not know what kind of long-term damage we make in the groundwater. It's very essential. We do not know. We are also living in different places. What kind of water we are consuming, we do not know. It's all we are polluting. It's all the agricultural development. Any city formed where it is, any of the cities in the Europe, if you see, it was on the banks of very good river. So water is essential for any development. But because of agricultural development, then after this industrial development, it spoiled only the water. It spoiled all this industrial development. This leather industry, textile industry, garment industry, all these industries spoiled the water in that area. So any country, any developed nation, if they want to protect their system, the US, the total government, if they want to protect their own land, what they do? They will protect their system at the cost of making damage to the other place. They won't, though they have resources, the operation will be done in the place where ignorance is there. Am I right? So all polluting industries will not be there in the developed nation. So now India, lot of garment industry, dyeing industry, leather industries we had. Now we also got awareness. Our public also got awareness. Now these industries are moving to this Cambodia and other countries where still ignorance is there. Am I right? So leather industries, Vellore people, they are not allowing to proceed with their the old industries. Now these industry owners are shifting their operation to other countries where still ignorance is there. Anyway, we are polluting this total world. So we need to understand the need to protect this water. So zero liquid discharge. Any operation, if you do it, that polluted water should not go away from that area. That means we are damaging this land and spoiling this groundwater available. So we need to understand the damage what we make to this groundwater and what is our responsibility. What is our responsibility? So anything, it is not very easy to make anything sustainable. We can very easily tell sustainable. It is not so easy. So sustainability, the word has lot of meaning. Anything you do with a lot of potential difference, the sustainability index will be low. Anything, if you do anything aggressively, sustainability is missing there. Anything with the high potential difference, that means the sustainability. If you do any discharging of water aggressively, that place will get spoiled. If you make any industry aggressively in a place, that will get spoiled. The earth has its natural capability to correct on its own. But anything is at a faster rate, that cannot do on its own. That is the simple sustainability. Anything, if you do it fast, even if you get angry, you will lose lot of energy. But if you polite, then the sustainability will be there. Understood? Any activity, if it is very fast, discharging is fast, more than what it can be charged naturally, if the discharging is more, their sustainability will be missing. So simple concept, sustainability. So any action in this world should be what? Slow and steady. If anywhere it is fast, then sustainability will not be there. So industrial revolution at the city, it's a very fast means, there you cannot sustain. So sustainability will be missing. So the simple concept, anything, fast action, if charging and discharging should be at the same rate. Then naturally it has some capability. But if it is more than the charging capability, if you do discharging, if all the population is moved to the city, that itself is a damaging thing. Any thickly populated city in the Europe, if you see, take United Kingdom, 1/3 population will be in London. 6 crores, 2 crores is in London. Okay, so now 8 crores in this Tamil Nadu. So shortly, well developed, when the state become well developed, 2.5 crores will be in Chennai city. So now it's 1.25 crores or something. When 2.5 crores coming to Chennai city, obviously the discharging rate will be high. So we cannot make it. So lot of efforts to be made on the system to make it sustainable. Lot of efforts to be made. So for which research is required. Research is required. So normally our Tamil Nadu is pioneer in one of the good concept of what? Rainwater harvesting. Among the Indian states, anybody, if you go to any organization in the country, for rainwater harvesting means immediately they will refer what? Tamil Nadu organizations, because of our great Chief Minister Dr. Jayalalitha, she has done this wonderful introducing this concept. Because of that, rainwater harvesting is done in a very big way in Tamil Nadu compared to any other state in this country. And aquifer, identifying the aquifers where we can charge more, where, so you know these countries like the Scandinavian countries, Sweden, Norway, Finland, these countries, it's 6 months sun will be there, 6 months sun will not be there. So during this summer time, 20 hours sunlight will be there. So that sun energy is stored under the ground in the thermal aquifers. and they take this energy during the winter time. When they are able to store seasonal storage in the aquifers, thermal aquifers, it's very easily it is possible to store water. They store heat in the water in the aquifer and then they take that heat. So when it is possible, very easily possible to promote this charging in the aquifer very easily. So the locations to be identified, how to charge it, the discharging and charging, if the rate is same, then only sustainability will be there. So wherever your discharging level is more, you are losing the sustainability. The rate at which the discharging is more, large deviation from the sustainability. Large deviation from the sustainability. And anything, not only this charging, discharging, the environmental scientists also need to work in a large way, because industrial revolution will make lot of disorder to this water quality. So lot of scope for this chemist people or scientists also to work on this water, to assess the quality of water and how to protect this. If the water quality is degrading, they should give warning to the people who are living there. Otherwise, after 10 years only, you will get some kind of disease. You cannot, there are many people, I don't know how many of us also already affected. Which we will know in short period. So it's a very dangerous world, and with a lot of industrial revolution, we are polluting this Mother Earth, and the water is essential. There are so many sustainable development goals. This clean water and sanitation is the SD sustainable development 6th goal. But if that goal is not maintained properly, other goals you cannot keep up. Because poverty, if water is not there, industry is not there, then poverty only we can see. So any goal is, the primary requirement is water. Even this Chandrayaan launch is in the lunar south pole to assess water, whether it is possible to generate oxygen there. So everywhere you need water. Water quality and quantity is essential. So for the researchers, I want to tell something. Whenever you take any research problem, you should know the influencing factor. So if you are getting some there are so many researchers happening in this country, that influence of that your research, even if you succeed by 20% improvement, the output will be very low. The influence, which is the major influencing factor which will improve the sustainability or improve the charging rate or decrease the degradation of this water level, these things, which is the most influencing factor. There, even if there is an improvement in 2%, that will contribute more. Your research should be focused on, hope you understood, that many people, they do some research, 50% enhancement in their efficiency, but overall power, because that is not the influencing factor. That influence is only 1%, means your final output improvement will be only 0.5%. But a person who is working on research, his influencing factor is 20%, means some 5% will be giving lot of effect. So any research, first whether it has some influence on this. Many of the research I am seeing in this world, without knowing, out of 5 factors, the least influencing factor, people will be doing lot of research. Government is also funding thousands of crores on that project, without knowing whether this improvement will give the overall improvement or not. The most influencing factor you should know for any research, that is, now with the experts discussion, research thought if you have, then you will get that idea. Understood? The most influencing factor, it is very essential. There are bottlenecks, you see. Bottleneck is the place where you need to concentrate. If you remove that bottleneck, there will be a very big improvement. Am I right? So like that, you should add, any researcher should have that idea. What is I is equal to, current flow is equal to voltage, potential difference by resistance. The current flow, that resistance may be due to so many factors. Okay, But which factor has maximum influence, that resistance if you avoid, then the flow will be high. So that you should know. It's a basic principle of from the Ohm's law itself you can understand. Current flow is potential difference by resistance. But this resistance, there may be some 10 factors which will, 10 resistances. But out of this, one will have the effect of 90%, other will have some 3%, other will have some 2%. You should identify the which is the 90% influence. That you should attempt. So that simple concept all the researchers should have. Then this whatever concept we have been talking, because it's a social problem. This groundwater degradation or pollution or the groundwater quantity is coming down. These are all, it's a societal problem. Unless we create very good awareness to the last person who is living in the remote village, you cannot change this world. If you do research and publication, it's of no use. Definitely it will go down. Lot of whatever you do, that should reach to these people who are living in this, who are the stakeholders. All the stakeholders should know about this awareness, what is to be done. That is okay, Central Groundwater Board and government departments, it's their responsibility, but it is also because their strength is not sufficient. Madam asked Dr. Shivakumar, how many employees are working? 200 employees. That is not sufficient, but the student power is very much. You know that 1% of the population of Tamil Nadu will be always student of Anna University. So 8 crore population is our Tamil Nadu. Our student strength at any point of time is 8 lakh. They can do 1 out of 100 is there in Anna University. If the student of Anna University thinks in all the colleges, they can do wonders. Am I right? So it is very easy to create awareness to 100 people but with one person. So if all the students, any point of time, that means over a period of 20 years, 10% of the population would have crossed Anna University. Right? So that much power is there with the students. So it is, many of your teachers or researchers, you need to create good awareness to the society through student manpower. Student power is very much high. This is also, this country is very young, youth power is very high. The average age of this Indian citizen is only 28. So that means youth strength is very high. So anything to be disseminated, it is possible through students. So I request government departments also to create awareness through students community. It is very much possible. So a lot of awareness through colleges that will take to their home and surrounding area. Immediately that will spread out. So it's a very good topic. I thank Central Groundwater Board and Anna University Director Research who have taken initiative to conduct this wonderful program. Definitely I feel this will get disseminated through our state government activities. Definitely, so they have invited the right person for this forum. Definitely whatever you are learning today should reach the total population of this state. And I once again thank the organizers for the opportunity given. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. To be inspired is great, but to inspire is an honor. We are much privileged to have with us today our chief guest, Srimati S. Malarviri Madam, IAS, Additional Secretary to Government of Tamil Nadu. I humbly request our chief guest to deliver the inaugural address.
Respected Thiru M. Shivakumar, Regional Director, Central Groundwater Board, who delivered welcome address. Director, Center for Research, Anna University, Dr. C. Umarani, who gave a keynote about the program today. Respected Vice Chancellor of Anna University, Dr. R. Velraj, who gave just now an excellent presidential address. Scientist from Central Groundwater Board, Ms. D. Daya Malar, who is going to propose vote of thanks in the end. Passionate participants, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you all. Actually, the time between 11 and 11:20 as per the schedule is your tea time, so I don't want to take much of your time. But at the same time, as addressed by our Vice Chancellor in the presidential address, scene setting should be done. Even for this training, I tried to create the scene setting. Why all of a sudden so much of importance about groundwater? Let us take a look at the status of water availability on the earth. Out of the total available water, 97% of water is saline water. Only 3% of the available water is fresh water. This saline water is available in various ocean, sea, and the saline water cannot be used as such for human consumption. Meaning you need to do desalination or some kind of a treatment to make use of sea water. And the desalination consumes lot of resource. So practically it's not possible to use sea water on a large scale. So the fresh water availability is only 3%. Even in this 3%, 70% of water is available in the form of glacier ice cap. Even this cannot be tapped for public use. Meaning only like 30% of water is available in the form of surface water or a groundwater. So when you compare surface water and groundwater, 1% of water is available in the form of surface water and 29% of water is available in the form of groundwater. So this 1% of surface water is put to lot of issues or challenges like encroachment of traditional water bodies. If you travel from Chennai to any rural place, you can see lot of traditional water bodies getting converted into residential apartments. Maybe this may be one of the reasons why like 2015 flood which inundated Chennai and caused so much of hardship for all the residents of Chennai. So encroachment of traditional water bodies like kulam, kuttai, tank, pond, whatever is the thing is a major issue. Then again, discharge of industrial effluents, your solid waste from houses, as well like other discharges, effluent discharge being let into traditional water bodies. All these pose challenge for quality availability of surface water for human consumption. So the water, surface water available for human consumption is dwindling day by day. So the only recourse are the groundwater, which constitutes 29% of available fresh water, assumes significance in this background. Now hope you will understand why this training on groundwater is being emphasized and why this kind of a training is being organized by Central Groundwater Board. This groundwater, with the beginning of Industrial Revolution, in the late 60s, we started consuming more and more abstraction of groundwater, using it for irrigation purpose in agricultural sector. So indiscriminate tapping of this groundwater, unmindful of recharge, had resulted in lot of environmental adverse impact on the environment. This coupled with rapid industrialization, urbanization, more and more extraction of groundwater is done. This surface water is, availability of surface water is highly seasonal. Only during monsoon, nowadays due to climate change, many a times monsoon is failing. Encroachment is happening, effluent is getting discharged into water bodies. All this result in less availability of surface water for human consumption. So the only recourse is groundwater. If unmindfully, without bothering about recharge, when we tap more and more of groundwater, definitely depletion of groundwater will happen. Beyond a particular level, when the depletion is more, recharge will not happen. Apart from depletion, quality of groundwater is also getting deteriorated. If you from that advertisement board kept by groundwater in the front, earlier only fluoride content used to be affecting the quality of groundwater. Now they say nitrate, uranium. Uranium is a new component. And when I interacted with the regional director of Central Groundwater, he told like uranium in the groundwater is a big issue in Krishnagiri district. Only when you consume more and more of groundwater over a period of time, the ill effect, the deteriorating quality pose on human beings will be made known only after 10 years, 15 years, after a very long period. Nobody will forget about the ill effect that fluorosis in the teeth, even the newborn children in the mother's womb will get affected by the consumption of water having or water which is high in fluoride content. So the ill effect of deteriorated groundwater quality can be felt only after consuming it for a long period of time. If you consume groundwater with high quality of calcium, kidney trouble will set. Lot of ill effect, but you can feel it only after a long time. After enough damage is done only, it can be felt by the human beings. So that being the case, the groundwater assessment, every year groundwater department is doing assessment of dynamic groundwater resources. Based on the assessment done in the year 2022, out of 1,166 furkas in which that quality of groundwater is being assessed, only 40% of the furkas in the country stand in safe zone for extracting groundwater. Rest of the 60% of the furka, they fall in over-exploitation category or critical, semi-critical category or saline water category. Meaning, you cannot use 60% of the furka or extraction should be restricted. Extraction of groundwater should be restricted in the 60% of the furka. So, in this background, this training is being organized for the researchers. India is dreaming of becoming developed nation by 2047. If India is dreaming of becoming a developed nation by 2047, without ensuring food security, achieving this dream is near to impossible. So for achieving this food security, water is the key resource. But we tap groundwater indiscriminately, not bothering about recharge. Every one of us sitting in the dais, everybody is a stakeholder or a water user. Unless awareness is created about the importance of properly using groundwater, we are going to leave a desert kind of a planet for the next generation. Without water, you may buy any level of property. So many houses, so many apartments, cars, any kind of property. But when the Mother Earth is left with no water for the future generation to thrive on, none of your property will come for the rescue of next generation. So the focus is on be aware water is the key resource. So now the government is intending to regulate, manage and augment water resources. So when we come to the point of regulation, currently government is regulating extraction of groundwater only through executive order. Now government is contemplating to enact a water act to regulate the use of water resources in the state. Without awareness, when an act is enacted, it will create unnecessary hue and cry. Every one of us is a stakeholder or a water user. So we must have full awareness about the scientific usage of water. In foreign countries, if you see how much water we consume, it will be taxed. Same way, how much of grey water or a black water we let out, even that will be taxed. But here, extraction, water is free. The generation which born in 80s, they'll be knowing wherever in a railway station, in a bus stand, even in a school, we consumed only tap water. But the present generation in schools and colleges, they are consuming water in water bottles. Think of future generation. They may see water in a tablet bottle, in a tablet form. Even if water tablets are being in use for the future generation, nobody need to wonder on it. So, if we fail to respect our responsibility, if we fail to do our duty, the future generation will be inheriting only a desert kind of a planet. So, we must be aware about the scientific use of water. So, the Jal Shakti ministry through Jal Shakti Abhiyan program concentrating more and more on water conservation and augmentation methodology. For effective management intervention, understanding the aquifer is the prerequisite. Central Groundwater Board, for a long period of 10 years, they have done excellent mapping of aquifer throughout the country. This aquifer mapping is a powerful tool available with available for both administrator as well researchers. But anything which is available only in the research station, not being transferred to land, lab to land, when it is not transferred to end user or the stakeholder for proper use, or for the implementers to be used while doing planning, will not be of any use. So the aquifer mapping details are also put up there in the stalls put up there. So all the researchers here, I request you should understand the proper aquifer mapping, at least in the place or the village where your house is situated. You download the aquifer mapping for that own place. If you own a small well or a bore well, daily you will be abstracting some quantity of water. You should ensure same quantity should be recharged. If it is done by every one of us who is a water user in our own area or in our own location at micro level, definitely this will carry a long way in conserving water. So I request the participants available here to use this opportunity to understand the importance of groundwater, why it's being given so much of importance in conservation augmentation, why every village needs water conservation plan or a water budgeting is needed for every village. Every one of you sitting here can make water budgeting or a water conservation plan for your own houses also. How much you abstract, the same level should go into recharge. So use this training workshop to fix some kind of target for your own recharge available in your own house or in your own village. You can easily follow that at village level. So I request you to use this opportunity and get benefited. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, ma'am. As a token of our love and appreciation, I request Thiru M. Sivakumar sir, Regional Director, Central Groundwater Board, to present the mementos to our dignitaries. Vice Chancellor sir, Dr. R. Velraj sir, Vice Chancellor, Anna University. Srimati S. Malarveri Madam, IAS, Additional Secretary to Government of Tamil Nadu. Dr. C. Umarani Ma'am, Director, Center for Research, Anna University. Thank you, sir. I invite Ms. D. Dayamalar, Scientist E, Central Groundwater Board, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of Central Groundwater Board, it is my privilege to propose vote of thanks on this occasion. I sincerely express my sincere thanks to Mrs. Malarveri IAS, Additional Secretary to Government, Water Resources Department, and Dr. Velraj, Vice Chancellor of Anna University, for not only sparing their invaluable time, but for their commendable talk about today's topic. Really, your thoughts have inspired us, sir, madam. I thank Dr. C. Umarani ma'am, Director, Center for Research, for the excellent briefing about the program. Any event cannot come into a shape without a hard-working leader. Actually, today's idea of bringing the currently working scientists, officials, and the future scientists and faculties to have an interaction about the effective implementation of the sustainability of groundwater resources and to sensitize about the research options and funding availability under hydrology project advances by our regional director. Thank you for your motivation, sir. Then I would like to extend my sincere thanks to all the government departments, representatives from Water Resource Department, PWD Plan, Watershed Development Agency, RDPR, then PWD officers from Puducherry, faculties and students from Anna University, Madras University, and Presidency College for their active participation. I thank the organizing committee from Anna University and Center for Research for their dedicated teamwork. I hope we continue to work in future also to share about the success stories based on today's program. Thank you, one and all.
One more addition. Actually, we made some gift for this event alone. எப்படி சஸ்டைனபிலிட்டி நம்ம சஸ்டைனபிலிட்டி இம்ப்ளிமெண்ட் பண்ணுற மாதிரி இந்த இம்ப்ளிமெண்ட் பண்ணுறதே சஸ்டைன்டாக நம்ம நினச்சிக்கணும் அப்படிங்கிறதுக்காக whenever you take coffee or tea or hot water, you should remember us. So you prepared a gift for sustained thinking or of this event. So I wanted the ma'am and sir to receive the first gift from us.
Thank you, sir. We will now disperse for tea. Participants be back inside the auditorium for the technical session. Thank you.